Tales of Epithumia by Brad Elias.
Book 1, Choreography.
Chapter 3, Power Couples.
My wanton wanderer.
So glad you wandered here.
This is your arrows, dear.
Listen and hear. Now Cronus is the king
of everything.
The Titans unchaining, Gaia's first spring.
But let me introduce
the couples with the juice.
The Titans on the loose.
They come in twos.
Once again, Mother Gaia's creative power was unhindered in the realm of Epithumia.
Uranus limped off to make a gay porn site called your anus.
But his battle with Gaia was far from over as he continued to wreak his violence through storm
and ice age
and meteor.
In the realm of Epithumia, Gaia had her Titan children to protect her.
The diminutive King Cronus set up a palace on Mount Olympus with Rhea,
his sister bride. But the other Titans actually wanted to do something more interesting than ruling.
So Gaia assigned to each a portion of Epithumia to order and maintain as co-authors in creation.
Here are the stories of the couples who populated this realm with a fabulous variety of fantastical creatures and brilliant vegetation.
Alpha mother and potent lover are the creators of the creators of Oceanus. He was the eldest. He took possession of the seven seas. The harbor and the bay, so calm at peace. The channels and canals we cross with these. The gulfs and the fjords where currents seas and the wide, wide ocean, so endless and deep. I am the waves, I am the sea, tide and the currents obeying me. I am the storm, I am serene, wind and the water obeying me. I am the waves, I am the sea, tide and the currents obeying me. I am the storm, I am serene, wind and the water obeying me. I am the waves, I am the sea, tide and the currents obeying me. I am the storm, I am serene, wind and the water obeying me.
Gaia told Oceanus to create biological life for her pleasure and her amusement.
So Oceanus gathered together the refining fire from fury,
The spark of creativity from Muse,
and the desire for life of Eros, and brought them to the very bottom of the ocean.
Mother Gaia opened a wet and fiery womb
to create first biological life. At first, life was simple.
But Gaia and her son were patient.
Generation after generation,
Deviation after deviation,
small creation after small creation, life grew.
Smart molecule built up a shell, and chemicals became a cell. They organize in sturdy strings and specialize, start building protein. And they're growing, they're always growing. Well, what's the goal? No way to nowhere. Oh, don't ask why this convolution, 'cause what is life? Just evolution. gotta move with up a tail to procreate. The she, the male, some grow by sun, some eat their friends, cause the means sustain in the end. And they're growing, they're always growing. Well, what's the goal? No way and nowhere. Oh, don't ask why. This convolution. Cause what is life? Just evolution. With blood and nerve, with sound and sight, a sponge, a worm, a trilobite, a slug with spine, a bug with claw, an eel with gill, a fish with a jaw. And they're growing, they're always growing. Well, what's the goal? No way and nowhere. Oh, don't ask why. This convolution for what is life, just evolution. Oh, you might believe some God knew where all of this was leading. So all of this grew so you'd have flavor for your feeding. It's experimental stew of breeding and competing. There's really nothing new. You eat or you get eaten cause you're growing. You're always growing. Well, what's your goal? No way and nowhere. Oh, don't ask why. This convolution for what is life, just evolution. Yeah, what is life? Just evolution. Oh, what is life? Random solutions.
His sister wife was busy with her own style of creation.
Tearing down the mountains, gushing to the sea. Oh, spreading wide the valley. Like this is what you get from me. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get when my appetite has been wet. So wet. Come and share saliva. Oh, come and share my sweat. Oh, baby, be my slippery diver. You know, explore my riverbed. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get when my appetite has been wet. Give me your rock, I'll make it roll. 'Cause my erosion's gonna fill your soul. You can be king, offer a crown, but my erosion's gonna tear you down. Yes, my erosion's gonna tear you down. Yeah. My erosion's gonna tear you down.
Tighten the currents, obeying me.
The waves are the rhythm of love-making between Oceanus and Tethys.
Their passion can best be felt on tempestuous nights when the storm surge breaches the barrier islands.
The vigorous waves pound the soft yielding delta.
The river itself swells with the unrelenting surge of the brackish flood.
And the entire landscape is covered with a salty spray.
This is the visceral act of creation that leaves the very coastline altered.
Time can be a beach.
Gaia needed Thea and Hyperion to organize the passage of time.
Now is the night, the hour will reign. Rest from the work of your body and brain. So sleep like your death is nigh.
Yeah. As a couple, they were nearly opposites
but they gave each other space and respect.
and pleasure. Their furtive passion produced a son,
I will call him son.
called Helios,
Who would rule the day from his fiery chariot. To manage the tricky connections and borders of the daily cycle
They created the fair Eos, daughter of the dawn.
and the secret of Nyx, the thief of dusk.
But the fairest of their children was Selene.
Kicking with Celine, kicking with Celine, kicking with Celine, with a boom, boom, boom. Kicking with Celine. When we're hiding with Celine, when we're hiding with Celine, when we're hiding with Celine, with a boom, boom, boom. When we're hiding with Celine. When you're reading with Celine, when you're reading with Celine, when you're reading with Celine, with a boom, boom, boom. When you're reading with Celine.
We got this, your girl.
Koyas and Cryas saw what Oceanus and Tethys were creating biological life in the water and thought to bring the party to the dry land.
Oh, my wanton wanderer, Gaia realized that these two titans heard the news of gender
Come
fluidity.
on.
They were males once, but are themselves now.
The flamboyance and creativity in these sexual shapeshifters were bound to create a most vibrant planet.
Koyas created the fanciful fungus,
The filigree ferns,
the photosynthetic forests,
the fields of feed,
and the festival of floral
You
fusion.
know it.
And they could party.
Oceanus gave a gift to the algae. They get their life from the power of the sun. So Koya said, on the land we can party and make a queer atmosphere for everyone. Magic mystifying, promiscuous seed, life diversifying, growing like a weed. All of the plants floor, out on the dance floor. We cover lands more, and sweat the petrichor. They're a romance or with chlorophyll allure. All of the plants floor, out on the dance floor. Don your spores and your ferns and your crystals. And geosperm are the latest craze. Every flower has a stamen and a pistil. All the trees like to sway both ways.
as a balance to Coeus.
His Titan brothermate Cryas formed the fauna of field
The natural,
and the mythical.
Animals, oh, they call us animals as we crawl from this line. Vertebrates, yeah, bilateral vertebrates. who take over in time, the dragon and the gator, the antelope satyr, placental and amator, dinosaurs.
See you later.
We are animals, animals, mobile and sentient free. We are animals, animals, just what we wanted to be.
So life contains both cooperation and competition.
And as Thea and Hyperion wound forward the device of time, more complex life emerged. The constraints of fate
And survival until a certain death,
began to be replaced by the quest for pleasure,
the influence of Eros. The evolving brain chose to consume and to breed.
But Eros knit nerves of delight into these systems. Eros made your eyes,
so open wide.
Eros made your tongue.
To get things done.
Eros made your junk,
To feel the funk.
Eros made your smell.
So you sit well.
Eros made your ears
That beat you here. So, my wanton wanderer,
let us celebrate the fabulous sensual creation of Gaia's children.
more titles will be introduced in the next chapter of Tales of Epithumia.